Hello, my friends. I want to invite you for this meditation to bring along a flower, a leaf, whatever you have available. If it's wintertime, perhaps you will want to take a leaf off of an evergreen tree if one is available, or flower that you purchased at the store, or even hold a house plant in your hands. And once you have your plant, come and join me. For today's meditation, I have selected a couple of items. I am here in lush and beautiful Hawaii on the Big Island. So I have selected a tea leaf spelled T-I. Such a sacred and important plant here in the islands. Brought to the islands a very long time ago by the Hawaiian ancestors, and it is used ceremonially, and for many important things, including in hula. I also, though it's not native, and it hasn't necessarily been here a long time, I brought some awapuhi ginger. Some call this the shampoo plant. When you squeeze, a little liquid will come out. Oh, you might have seen those drips come off. You are on video. And it is said to be used like shampoo by some people. So, for this meditation, I want to invite you to get comfortable with your plant. And perhaps take your plant and hold it either in your left palm or gently between both palms. Or if you're holding your house plant that's potted, perhaps place a leaf gently into the palm of your left hand. And I invite you to close your eyes and get comfortable. Let's take some breaths to prepare us for this meditation and energy connection. As you breathe in, I want you to imagine that you can feel the vital life force energy from this plant in either palm, particularly for many of us in the left palm, which is said to be more sensitive to energies. For those of you who are very sensitive to energy, you may already be feeling something. For those who are a little less sensitive, and in many ways I might say I myself am in that less sensitive boat, I invite you to just be aware of the very subtle. Perhaps you might start to notice, with the guidance of your amazing soul that is pure energy consciousness, perhaps you might start to notice either a little warmth or a little pulsation, or even just very slight vibrations coming from the plant leaf. And if you don't feel anything, that's okay. And if you do, that's also beautiful. The very first time I ever got to feel the subtle life force energy of anything besides my own body was here on this island. I felt drawn to a fern that was growing out of a crack in a somewhat recent lava field. Rather barren and desolate looking place, and here's this magnificent fern that had sprouted from that barren lava. And I touched it, and I could feel the life force energy. And in this moment, perhaps you can feel the life force energy in this plant. And just as that fern sprouted from that desolate and barren lava, so too you can generate and create the most beautiful and prolific things. Even if you have been subject to harsh conditions, those very harsh conditions can actually at times, if you choose to let them be, they can become the fertilizer that nourishes your creativity, the prolific things that you generate and put out into the world. As we hold this plant or flower, I invite you to think about even the most barren of deserts is teeming with life, particularly at night. Dry, arid, hot deserts. At night, so much life bursts forth, particularly animals. And even a crack in a sidewalk in the city, in the midst of a heat wave, can sprout forth plants. We might call them weeds, but they are part of nature. Nature is so abundant and teeming with life. And this very energy is not just outside of you, it is actually within you. This energy is a part of you via something that we call the sacral chakra. At times it's also called the second chakra or even the water chakra because it's associated with the element of water. But it is the subtle energy center within your body that helps with fertility and creativity. Not just fertility to have children, which it does help with that very much so, but it also helps with fertility for your ideas, dreams, and goals. I want to invite you to bring your awareness to the height of the pubic bone along your spine. And imagine that there is an orange sphere of light there, perhaps the size of a baseball. As you breathe in, imagine that that orange sphere of light is glowing brighter, and as you exhale, imagine it pulsating and vibrating. This orange sphere of light is your sacral chakra, and it is all about your creativity, your fertility, and remembering that this energy that animates all of life, this life force, this prana, this chi, here in Hawaii it's called mana. There's so many names in almost every culture around the world for this life force energy. It is not only a part of nature, it is not only what makes the weeds sprout up out of sidewalks or the fern come out of a lava field, but it is also the very life force that is pulsing and coursing through you right now. Even if you've been through hard times, even if you are very depressed or stuck or challenged, this vital life force is in you. Feel it, breathe into it in that orange sphere of light. Even if it doesn't feel like it's the size of a baseball, maybe it feels like the tiniest spark, and that's all that's there. Breathe into it, be with it. Know that if you were not alive with a pulse right now, you would not have this life force. But since you are alive with the pulse, this life force is in you so powerfully, and it wants to come forth even more powerfully. This is a new season, a new chapter. We are early in the year of 2023 now. And with so much happening over the last few years, the energy has shifted yet again. Only this time, there's momentum. You may feel like you had false starts or failures or losses over recent years. But right now in this moment, it is not the time to shrink back or give up. This is the time to go, I'm ready. The life forces in me, all the energies are aligned for creativity and fertility and abundance. I'm ready. Let's do this. So I'm going to ask that your soul, the part of you that's beyond ego, suffering, fear, and emotion, speaks to your conscious mind now. It helps you to be aware of something that your very soul wants to create, share, put forth, proliferate in the world. Take a moment to breathe into what is possible. Not, well, I can't do that because, or not, oh, it didn't work last time. Not excuses of what won't work and why it won't work, but absolute joy and excitement for what your very soul is saying to every part of you. Let's do this. Take a moment to bring your awareness within and feel, what is your soul calling you to create? As you breathe slowly and deeply. What is your soul saying? This year, this is what I want you to put forth. It doesn't matter if in the past it didn't work. It doesn't matter if you have obstacles to overcome. Remember that nature often takes obstacles and turns them into fertilizer. So if there were no excuses, what is your soul saying? This year, let's do it. Take a moment to feel that. Once you are aware of that very thing that you are ready to create, I invite you to bring the awareness of that very thing from your head down into that orange sphere of light, the sacral chakra, the height of the pubic bone along the spine. Perhaps holding your plant still in one hand, connecting with that vital life force energy that is in the plant, that is in you, that is all around you. And bring that energy of that goal, that dream, that thing you want to create into your sacral chakra. Breathe into it. If you're visual, imagine that that orange light is glowing brighter. If you're less visual, feel that you are charging up your dream, your goal with a lot of vital life force energy. Lots and lots and lots of energy. Breathing, feeling, being. And as I'm speaking this, you may not hear it on the microphone, but there is a hawk here where I'm at, off in the distance, and I hear it in affirmation, in agreement, screeching out its affirmation that you are prolifically creative. And this is your year to let that creativity burst forth. When you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes. We just did the energetic portion of bringing your creativity forth. Yes, there's practical stuff to do. There are legitimate steps to be taken, things you must do in the 3D realm. But every dream or goal, every vision starts non-physical, in the realm of the imagination, before becoming manifest in this 3D reality. Now is your time. This is your year. The world may continue to be chaotic and crazy, but so much energy is aligned for you to be prolifically creative this very year. From my heart to yours, let us do our best creation yet this year. Until next time.